as a chair, I'm chairing this as a substitute for Principal Secretary in Higher Education, Ajay Mishra, who at the last minute could not make it because he's wanted for the cabinet meeting that's going on. So I have been asked to substitute for him for this session. Education in India is provided by the public sector as well as by the private sector with control and funding coming from three levels: the center, the state, and local bodies. India has made progress in terms of increasing the primary education attendance rate and expanding literacy rate in the country, but the quality is suspect. India's improved education system is often cited as one of the main contributors to the economic rise of India. And much of this progress, especially in higher education and scientific research, has been credited to various but select public and private institutions. However, there has been concern about the lack of support in encouraging innovation in the education system in India and innovation in general. There is a need to encourage innovation at all levels, particularly at the college and university level, before the entrepreneur goes out. Technological innovation has always been at the heart of economic and social development, and it is therefore essential to further encourage innovation in the developing world, and there is no way most countries can provide gainful employment to its large populations. Global technical systems are undergoing a profound transformation based on information technologies and new technologies such as biotechnology and nanotechnology that are changing our world and our societies. Innovation should be understood as a dissemination of something new in a given context, not as something new in absolute terms, probably more like Kaizen in the Japanese world. While economically advanced countries naturally work at the technology frontier, developing countries have considerable opportunities for tapping into global knowledge and technology for dissemination in the domestic context. And this is where the linkages in our, what the earlier world called diaspora, all over the world probably makes a lot of relevant sense, because there are skills and knowledge abroad which can probably be tapped by their cousins and brothers and friends in India. This ability will be necessary for initiating new activities, notably in the service sectors, for improving agriculture and industrial productivity, and for increasing overall welfare in areas like health, nutrition. Innovation depends significantly on overall conditions in the economy, governance, education, and infrastructure. Such framework conditions are particularly problematic in developing countries, but experience shows not only those proactive, innovation policies are possible and effective, but also that they help create an environment for broader reforms. The government of Telangana has come up with many initiatives to encourage innovation, and I can read pages of the pages of this, but I must say that this government has actually been quite proactive in understanding the importance of innovation, and that is part of the strategies and thrust of how to encourage innovation. So we can discuss this offline, but I don't think it's right time to take so much time on this. But this is one of the good things the state government has done. And they're not ready to come up with it yet openly, but they're working on it, and it's extremely far-sighted and hopefully deserving a lot of success. We have the panel speakers, but I need to change the order in which people will be speaking, as my Dr. Sapna Puri, who's from Delhi, needs to catch a flight, and therefore to accommodate her, I request her to speak first, and then there are questions specifically to her from the audience. We'll take one or two questions, and then we'll have to allow Sapna to depart from us. Sapna is a principal for MIs and monitoring at the National Skills Development Council in Delhi. Her boss is Dilip Chinoy, who happens to be from Hyderabad. So if you want to be parochial about it and try and leverage your connectivity to Hyderabad, here's a great opportunity. She holds a PhD degree from IIT Madras, and at NSDC, Sapna tracks and evaluates the performance of NSDC funded training centers. She has earlier worked with organizations like ITC Infotech, Hewitt Associates, Deloitte, and Crompton Greaves Limited. Sapna, just for 1 minute. Because we're running out of time, we had first said 15 minutes per speaker, but I'll have to request you to see if you can pick it up.
I'll take it fast, not to worry. Maybe I'll dwell on the questions, a little later. Thanks a lot. It's always nice to talk to the manufacturing segment of the entire population. Before I even begin, I just wanted to know how many of you actually have heard of this organization called NSDC? Okay, so good. My work is a little easier. So, as a country, we have a vision for Skill India, and which also means that we are looking at skilling very seriously from maybe about 2 to 3 years. It's been 5 years since NSDC has been formed, but the past 3 years there has been a lot of traction in the country. And with Mr. Modi coming in, there is also a Ministry of Skills, which has been incorporated a couple of months ago, and NSDA and NSDC comes under that. The idea is to have one standard or one certification in the entire country.